Now, as far as the toilet, again, it will have an emergency water shutoff valve. The emergency water shutoff valve is here. It looks like it has a great steel braided hose that goes up to the tank. So you'd turn this off, then turn this back on at least once a year. After you get it back on, you want to lift the top of this lid. Just turn it upside down. Be very careful. It is porcelain. And you want to look at a couple things in here. Number one, this is a fill valve. It lets water in and it turns off. See how it goes down? Lets water in. If the water gets low, when it comes up, it turns it off. So it looks nice and clean in here. The best thing you can do inside of here is pour a little bit of vinegar. In this instance, he has two flushes. He has one for number 1 and one for number 2. So you flush the toilet, make sure that it works. Make sure that this hose is attached, because this hose is what pours water into your tank, in which I'll show you here in a minute, into the bowl, in which I'll show you here in a minute. Okay, there's a couple things that you want to look for in the bowl. One is that the water is the proper height. Very hard to tell where the proper height is because some are low, some are high. And my perception of this is right about the middle here is a great height. Now these toilets are set up with an S-trap at the bottom of it. This S-trap keeps the water in the bowl. So when you put more water in, it fills up too high and it goes over that S-trap and goes down to your sewer line. There's one more thing that you want to look for in this toilet right here in this bowl. You want to see if that water is moving any at all. If it is moving, that means that the flapper inside this tank is leaking. Those flappers are notorious for leaking. They generally last between a year and 5 years. There's no average length of time that they go out. It depends on the water quality. Now, if this toilet seat is loose, you can just pull these flaps up, and there's a bolt that goes down through the toilet, and it has a nut on the other side of the toilet. You stick the screwdriver in and make sure that it's not turning, and tighten each one of these up. That will tighten that seat very tight for you. One more thing that you need to look for on the toilet. When it's sitting on the ground, there should be no movement. It should not rock. This one's very solid. If they do rock, there's a chance that the flange might be broken, or it might just not be tightened down right. Might need a new wax seal. So a plumber might need to come over and evaluate that problem.